This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Now here we go. So Arn, I got something for you. I don't have the audio, but it's the video because the audio is so super sketchy. But we're in Philadelphia. It's the semi-main event of the evening. 6,532 people. And the Midnight Express get the win over the Horsemen. The finish is creative. It saw Stan pinned by Tully after the slingshot suplex. And you were pinned by Bobby Eaton after the Alabama Jam. As you just spelled out to Dusty, exactly what you wanted to happen. And you and Bobby were the legal men. So the pin counted for the Midnight Express. And they won the tag team champions, becoming the first team to hold both the U.S. and NWA tag team titles. So here we go. We have the finish, and this will be the final clip for this week. There were no TV cameras at this show, and this is a bootleg from a fan who snuck a video camera into the Philadelphia Civic Center, and this is the only footage that exists. It's a tough to watch. It's poor video quality, but this is a historical piece of video that really shouldn't be allowed to exist. So we're going to watch it together, and Arn, you can just kind of talk about it. There's no sound, but if you're an Ad-Free Shows member, you're going to be able to see this exclusively here on the show. So here we go. I'll go ahead and cue it to it, and here you guys are. Bobby just rolled into the ring. And is this the first time you're kind of seeing this bootleg video, Arn, of this ending of this match?
Never seen it before.
Yeah. So this is the Philadelphia Civic Center. There you are on the outside of the ring holding up the four fingers. Tully's inside. And it looks to be Tommy Young out there making the count.
That would be Tommy.
Yep, and here comes Bobby Eaton into the ring. But this is I guess this is your final match ever with Tully and Jim Crockett, right? Or WCW.
Yep. Yeah, this is it. This is the last time.
Big knee. He tags you in. You're the legal man now. And here you come in. Shot to the gut on Bobby. There he goes with that bulldog-like maneuver. Jim Cornette at ringside on one side. You can see him there. But, man, it's sketchy video, but it is kind of cool this guy was able to sneak a camera into the arena for us.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. And this is just the last few minutes here as we're going into the end. Sweet Stan with the elbow to Tully coming off the ropes. And there you are on the outside with Bobby mixing it up. But you're right, Arn. I think one thing I want you to pay attention to is the crowd. You won't hear them, but you'll see them once you drop the titles to the Midnight Express.
They were expecting to have another double count out, double DQ or something of that nature.
And there's Bobby. He set you up for it. You're laying in the middle of the ring. He's climbing to the top of the ropes. And there goes Tully for the slingshot. Alabama Jam done. Slingshot suplex done. Double cover. Tommy Young right in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to go over and tell him the Midnight Express just won the match. Crowd's not sure yet. Just bringing back some memories for you.
Oh, yeah. Once Tommy took the titles to them, that place.
There it goes. Look, there it is.
Look at that pop.
Look at the crowd. Bananas. Wow.
You know, I just remember laying there. I was thinking, well, my life has changed forever. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Talk about it a little bit after this. You and Tully just took the pin. What are you thinking? Talking about you head back to the locker room. Take us through that.
Well, it just reaffirmed. We knew that we were the best team in the world. We knew that we were over and red hot as champions and as horsemen. And when you get a pop like that in your heels and you get beat for the titles, it means people are ready to see you get beat. And it means you're over. I don't want to be pompous and just say we were over, but we were over. Because you wouldn't get a reaction like that if we weren't. And we came upstairs. We had our own locker room. Nobody came in except Tommy the referee, and he kind of had a tear in his eye, and that's really we made sure we didn't see anybody that night after the match, because I don't know what I would have said to anybody. I feel like we kind of screwed Barry a little bit, JJ, and left them kind of on their own. Because the reality is, once we left, Horsemen never recaptured that glory.
Exactly right.
It was never the same.
It was never the same. You go from the end of 85 to September 88. Horsemen ruled the NWA and Jim Crockett Promotions. Looking back at this run, you guys were cooking with peanut oil, my friend. Business was white hot, sellout after sellout. Still, mistakes made along the line that lead to the fall of Crockett. For the record, 2 months later, the Crockett's sold the company to Ted Turner. Final thoughts, memories, reflections, or anything else you feel like sharing about the day the music died, my friend?
Well, there's so many what ifs and so many business mistakes. As a performer, I don't know that we could have done any more than what we did to benefit that company. I think it was a huge mistake to buy Bill Watts territory. It was a huge mistake to buy Kansas City. I mean, what were you really buying? It was two dead companies. And when you have, other than, I think what you bought with Bill Watts was just his syndicated time slots, is really all you bought, because the territory was dead. And to try to go out there and run those towns, we could have done it off of TBS.
Yeah.
We didn't need the syndicated shows. That was the one huge mistake. Whatever he paid for those two territories, if you would have kept that in the slush fund to keep that company operating, I think it was a huge mistake, which we can always look back on this, not to have any marketing. Can you imagine?
Action figures, T-shirts, all that good stuff too.
The guy up north was doing it. Why we wouldn't have just followed his lead and did the same thing? Because if you combined all that, and we would have had someone to sit down with a map that was in charge and book the towns where they made sense, where there were short jaunts, where we weren't skipping back and forth halfway across the country. I just think that we made a lot of mistakes, that if anybody would have had just some knowledge of travel and all that, that would have helped us quite a bit too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what an incredible run for Jim Crockett. From 85 to your departure, you were part of something so special, Arn. You said it in your retirement speech on Nitro in August of 97. Whether you loved me or you hated me, know that when you purchased a ticket to watch Arn Anderson wrestle, you got everything I had that night. And truly, before the company folded, Crockett got the best from Arn Anderson. And in a lot of people's opinions, they didn't recognize what they even had right in front of them, my friend. The Horsemen couldn't work without you or Tully Blanchard. And that's going to conclude us here for September 1988.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.